Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Cool FM Live broadcast of Cochise County Sports. Tonight, you're rocking with Dave and Paul, and we are finally here for Buena Colt basketball. That's a lot of excitement around Buena and Sierra Vista, all in general, as you could say, Dave, not just for these Colts, but the Colts that are playing a playoff game Friday. See you there. But I'll tell you, I was going through this roster, and we have some names coming back for you. Coach Baker was telling me, look out for number 11, Kingston Clark.
Oh, Bumbaclaw's about to have a big year this year. Him, Jammin Booker's back. Jeremy Booker's going to be in the mix. Jammin's little brother over there. We got a big drink of water over there, number 21. They call him Cooper Flagg. It's going to be a big year for Buena basketball. They're bringing back a lot of talent. 18-10 last year. They're going to be better than that this year, I promise you.
Yeah, and you were talking about the size of Ironwood Ridge coming in here, a little bit undersized for a team like Buena. They do have 3 seniors on this roster, and they're going to be led by Kyler Holtis, the guard for number 3.
Well, and again, we're not used to doing basketball while there's football still going on, so we're going to be learning about Ironwood Ridge and the Buena Colts as we go. We're going to have Coach Baker on our show next Tuesday. We're going to learn a lot more about these kids. But tonight, we're going to get ourselves a little Buena Colt preview action about what the season's going to look like, and it's going to be all blue, baby.
Well, you mentioned him in the outset, Jammin Booker. We call him Jammin Booker because it's fun to say when he's dunking on cats, for sure. They have Jesus Pacheco last year. They have a lot of people that played big minutes for him, and that's not even including Adam Nelson, who's coming off a little bit of an injury. He's going to be worked in maybe tonight, maybe next week. But this Buena Colt team, we are excited for. They are loaded.
Yeah, well, we had Nelson and Clark on the floor last year. They're a great duo guard combination. As soon as we get him back, we're going to be at full strength. So it's going to be one heck of a night here in Buena Colt Gym. We're going to play some basketball, baby. We're back in my gym, my sport. Let's go.
We're going to jump behind the camera, enjoy these warm-ups. We're going to thank the people that make this broadcast possible, Dave. We always say support the businesses that support your community.
Big facts on that one. We're going to get behind the camera.
So as we stated, folks, support the businesses that support your community. As always, proud sponsor of Cool FM Live, Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, SSVEC, serving our community.
Also, a big shout out to our new sponsor, ALLO Fiber, your new home team for internet, TV, and phone. Go to allofiber.com and become a fiber fan.
Already am, Dave. Already am, let me tell you.
Big fast.
Also, thank you to the Morse Automotive Group. We don't have drives in basketball, so I don't know how else I'm going to thank them all night. But as always, come in to Morse Automotive Group, formerly.
Jim is going to be driving to the
rim.
Yeah,
you're not wrong about that. Formerly Lawely Automotive. Come in today and see the difference.
Thank you to Saguaro Air Solutions. They do duct cleanings, HVAC services, everything that you need as far as that goes. Go to SaguaroAirSolutions.com or give them a call, 520-699-4237.
As always, thank you to the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty. Your hometown realtors proudly supporting the Buena Colts here tonight. Whether in your market to buy or sell, make your first call to the real estate expert Sherry Ethel and her team at 717-599-2439.
Thank you to the SV Medical Group. They are all doctors, nurses, and caregivers dedicated to getting you back to the community that you love. Go to svmedicalgroup.org or give them a call, 520-263-3500.
And thank you to Barnett's Towing and Barnett's Propane, serving our community since 1963.
Thanks to Ginger's Titles, located at 999 East Fry Boulevard, the one with the pink door. They are open Saturdays now. Save the wait at the DMV. Go down to Ginger's Titles. They do everything. License, titles, registrations, IDs.
That is crazy. Thank you to the Copper Queen Community Hospital. They're back with us, and I got to say, since I went in there, Dave, and they told me I was fat and old, I'm almost down 20 pounds. Thank you to the Copper Queen Community Hospital. They have physical therapy departments in Hereford, Bisbee, and Douglas. Give them a call at 520-432-6435.
Yeah, you might be down in weight, but that's just Les Paul to love. Big shout out to Grasshopper Landscaping, quality from the ground up. Number 1 in Cochise County is voted on by you. You can find Grasshopper on Facebook or give them a call, 520-456-8945.
Well, one of the reasons I've lost weight is I stopped visiting the Sonic of Sierra Vista, which is really tough to do. They're proud to support our local youth athletes, but, Dave, they also have Wacky Pack Wednesdays, $2.49 on Wednesdays with no limit. You wonder why I put on all that weight.
I'm aware of that. I was already down there today. And thanks to Big Mike at All Pro Pest Management, putting the boot on bugs for the last 15 years. Also number 1 in Cochise County is voted on by you. You can find Big Mike and All Pro Pest Management on Facebook. But here we go, baby. It is basketball time again. Every season has its own thing. But basketball season is my season. I love the warm gym. I love the squeaking shoes. And I love the fact that we're going to be in Buena all season long, kicking some butt. We're going to get some 2A teams in there, too. But it is Buena Colts, baby.
Of course, we're Again, once again in basketball. But here we are, folks. We're going to get some starting lineups for both teams.
All right.
14, Jericho Went.
We're going to announce Ironwood Ridge. That's going to be number 14. Jericho Went.
Carter Brown.
Number 15 at guard, Carter Brown.
Number 20, Dalton Yermolovich.
And number 20, their center, Dalton,
And
a long name.
Derek Overton.
And their other forward, number 24, Matthew Mendoza. That's enough Ironwood Ridge.
Nighthawks are coached by head coach Justin Coleman.
And they are coached by head coach Justin Coleman. Uh-oh. Get ready for the best intro in Cochise County. Let's do this. Boy, Buena knows how to do it right.
Not wrong, folks. Don't hesitate to jump into our Cool FM Live chat. Our first basketball action of the season.
Last meeting's on Tuesday. If you want to win free golf, there's going to be basketball trivia. Oh, so glad to be back at Buena. Let's do this. So the Buena Colts, they have such big facilities here at Buena. The football stadium has a Jerry Jones scoreboard on it. And in basketball over here, they do it right.
Dave, they do it right. You're not wrong about that. Shout out again to the Buena video team. Not only the live football broadcast, but look at what they just did with that intro.
All right, let's do some starting lineups for the Buena Colts. That's going to be number 1, Sam Criado at guard starting tonight. Number 11, Bumbaclad. Kingston Clark's in the house. Senior. Jesus Pacheco, number 12. We know that name. He's going to be making a play tonight. Jammin Booker, number 14. And number 15, Thomas Welker. Or as they affectionately call him around these parts, Cooper Flag. That is a tall drink of water over there, number 21. They got him listed at 6 feet, and I know they're very wrong about that.
No, it's 6'6". They just got the wrong number on him.
Okay.
So just look for Thomas Welker, I guess.
Oh, they have the wrong name on the wrong. Oh, thanks, Max Preps. Here we go.
Who knows? Barbie Knight in the chat says she is ready for some basketball trivia. And we do have the national anthem playing, folks, so give us 1 second here. We do have to cut the audio on our mics, as that is a copyright anthem.
So there we go. National anthem has been done, and it is time for the Buena Colts to take their first step towards the playoffs. The Buena Colts football team have not won a playoff game since 1983. They are playing their second round game on Friday. This Sierra Vista is buzzing right now.
Yeah, I was going to say until last week they haven't won it, but I'll tell you, Dave, not only their last week performance, but they're going to come in as favorites at the quarterfinals as well. And we are set up to see the Buena student section. Obviously, everyone getting accustomed to basketball season. They'll be crazier as the season goes on. And we're going to have the tip-off between Jim and Booker And Dalton Yarmolovich nailed it.
Oh, there it is.
Well, I'm excited to do play-by-play again.
Oh, no,
you don't have to
play-by-play. Yeah.
You don't have to do play-by-play.
Fine. I can watch me some shooty hoops all day. Their referees are ready. Ready. Ironwood Ridge is ready. Let's get this basketball season underway. Love that warm gym.
Shout out to the Buena Colts score table for helping me find a power source. Before we get started, and Booker's going to win the tip, and that's going to go right over to Criado. Sam Criado with it. Good movement from the Buena Colts. Oh, what a pass to the inside. That is going to be, in and out. I thought that one was in, but Jesus Pacheco just couldn't get it in.
Yeah, you got to finish us at the rim after that dime piece from Booker.
Ironwood Ridge brings it up. They eyes on that. That's going to be the smallest kid on the court, Sam Criado, coming down with the rebound. Kingston Clark with the drive into the inside. Tough drive. Kingston Clark been the MVP of the preseason for the Colts and shows you why there.
Easy money for Bumbacloud over there. He lives right near the beach. Boy! Kingston Clark is going to be a star this year for the Buena Colts.
And we have to reset our shot clock from 30 to 35. Coach JV was 30. And now we are on 35 seconds. Again, basketball, for those of you who don't remember, the boys play 4 8-minute quarters, and the shot clock is active.
And got a big shout out. The JV team lost by 1 point in a heartbreaker, but Eli, number 21, hit a 50-foot shot to end that game. So big shout out to that kid.
Oh, shout out Dan, the man who's able to put the clock on the score. That's great. Good job, Daniel.
Swarming defense by the Buena Colts early.
Ironwood gets it in. And it's going to be up and down. Good steal there. There's the man right there. What did you say you called him? Cooper what?
Cooper Flag.
Cooper Flag gets it out.
Cooper Flag. That's not
Criado.
his name. His name's Thomas Walker, but they call him Cooper Flag. If you don't know who Cooper Flag is, get on YouTube.
I don't know either. Jamin Booker with it now. Booker coming off a season where he averaged 20 points per game, but does turn that one over. That's going to be intercepted by Jericho Went. Went misses the easy transition layup, and we're going to have out of bounds. Good hustle from our boy Cooper. Was it Flag?
No, that's just what he,
Thomas Walker is what I'm going to call him. Good hustle
Cooper
defense
Flag
from
is one of the best high school basketball players that have come out in a very long time. He plays for Duke now. He's ridiculous.
Thank you, everyone.
I will tell you right now, after 1:03 into this game, this is going to be a long night for Ironwood Ridge.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us on Cool FM Live. Don't forget to like the Facebook page and Jeff's chat, or ALLO Fiber chat. Kingston Clark with it. He's got the only 2 points of the game. Gets it over to Sam Criado. Good drive on the foul. On the floor.
He got him on the floor. Good finish through the contact by Criado, but he got him on the floor. So ball out of bounds for the Colts.
It's going to be Pacheco taking the inbounds for the Colts. Looking for Kingston Clark. A lot of room, a lot of space for Kingston. Good dish on the inside. Jamin Booker up and in with the foul, and one.
And one. Look at the strength of Jamin Booker through the contact. 4-0 early, and they were making almost every shot in pregame warmups. So I don't see a lot of missed free throws coming from the Buena Colts tonight.
We shall see. I think we have a jam one is what we're going to call Jamin Booker's and ones for sure. Ryan Russell in the chat says, dunk it. Trust me, Jamin Booker, if he gets a lane, he will.
And you're going to see some dunks this year.
He throws it down with authority.
Bang.
Booker makes the free throw. Dave, that's what you want. We say it all the time, the difference between the good teams and not good teams, free throws.
Absolutely. And Buena looks real.
Good defense from the Colts, like Dave said earlier, making it very tough. And it looks like this could be
a foul on the floor against
by
Buena.
Booker.
Just aggressive defense by Buena going after the ball. They got a little bit of forearm there, so that is going to be a foul.
Well, this second year in head coach Dennis Baker's system, last year we could see sometimes there was tentativeness, and they look very comfortable playing for head coach Dennis Baker here tonight.
Yeah, Coach Baker has got this team locked in. Again, we're going to meet him on Tuesday and learn a lot more about Buena. A little preview tonight. Booker with the steal.
Oh, that's Pacheco. Here's Jamin Booker. Booker.
Booker. There we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Two hands. We told you Ryan Russell was going to do that, and that's going to be a foul on Buena one more time. This is going to be Criado at the top of the key.
That kid has put 4 inches on his vertical. He was flying on that.
That's going to be 5 points for Booker, 2 points for Kingston Clark. And that's why the Buena Colts right now with 5:59 to play in the first quarter have a 7-0 lead. Off to a hot start.
I told you it's going to be a long night for Ironwood Ridge. After 1 minute, you can see that. The Buena defense is stifling.
That one's going to be thrown away. There's that stifling. Buena Colt defense, just like you talked about, Dave.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you can see right. Basketball is an easy game where you can figure out right away who the better team is going to be that night. I'm guaranteeing you it's Buena.
Last year might have been an embarrassment of riches for Buena as they had 3 different lineups. They could go guards, they could go forwards, they could go bigs. And it looks like this year they're settling on the one big. Jamin Booker, I guess you can call him a big. He is a tall kid over there for sure.
6'4", Jamin Booker, but no, it's a more conventional lineup, and I like it.
That one's going to be missed by Kingston Clark and bringing the ball right back up the field, or up the court, I should say. Ironwood Ridge, and that is Kyler Holtus who gets a three-pointer and gets Ironwood Ridge off the schneid.
Yeah, he was wide open on that. You got to make those to get confidence for your team going forward.
Anthony Clens in the chat says 66-43. Who are you cheering for, Anthony? Oh, that's a good feed. Just a little bit of hesitation.
Oh, he decided to go in the lane with it.
Oh, Jesus Pacheco is going to be rejected, and Ironwood Ridge is going to bring this ball back up court, driving it up with the man who just made the three-point shot, Holtus. Gets it to the corner, and back inside to Holtus, and that's going to be a problem. Kyler Holtus, the first 5 points here for the Nighthawks.
Well, we figured out who their best player is very quickly.
7-5 now, Jesus Pacheco. That's a good head. In the lane with the floater. Jamin with a soft touch. That is already 7 points for the Buena Colts superstar.
Yeah, he drew him into thinking he was going to shoot the three, got him off his feet. Nice little teardrop from about 15 feet. Jamin Booker looking ready. I was talking to them before the game, got him pumped up, and he is more pumped up than all of them.
I'm sure they were pumped up before you talked.
Oh, when they found out that we were going to be doing all the Buena games, they got jacked.
That is awesome to hear. That's going to be an open three-pointer, in and out. Unfortunately, that time for Holtus. And it's going to be Jesus Pacheco on the rebound, getting it over to Kingston Clark.
We've already learned that we cannot leave that kid open. So we make sure that we do double teams. They're not coming off a number three's guy.
Criado to Booker at the top of the key now. And there is Thomas Welker. Good head fake, driving the lane, trying to go up and under. And it looks like he's going to go to the line for two. That's aggressive. Good aggressive driving there. Sponsored by Morse Automotive Group from the Buena Colts.
Yeah, he was a little out of control on that one. No, we should be good. But yeah, it was a little flippy floppy on the drive right there, but he was able to draw the contact on the forearm, get a couple of free throws. Oh, and there goes the jinx of Dave, missing the first one. These free throws are brought to you by ALLO Fiber. Become a Fiber fan. Go to allofiber.com. See if the second one is good. And it is not. So Thomas Welker missing his first two free throws.
That's not one you want to see there, Dave. That one's going to be thrown away. That's exactly what you want to see. Buena getting the ball back, stealing a possession, as we like to say in football.
Another turnover for Ironwood Ridge. The Buena defense is overwhelming right now.
No. Jamin Booker now. He's going to have a three ball showing all the range of offensive shots that he has. A good job flying in for that rebound from Thomas Welker, and he's going to get the
That should be the fourth foul already on Ironwood Ridge. So Buena's already going to be flirting with that bonus coming up very quickly here.
Hey, remember in high school, or no, it's college. College, they just do the double bonus now. We'll have to see if that's translated to the high school. But in college, 5 team fouls is a double bonus automatically. Here's Welker. He's going to try to get to Pacheco. Throws that one away. Driving all the way down. And good defense, but too good at defense. As going to the line is going to be Kyle Ray for 2 free throws.
That call was soft. The kid was out of control. Buena had him locked in. He should have actually pulled it back and waited for some teammates. But he got the free throw, so he did what he was supposed to do.
Everyone in the chat, let us know how we're sounding out there, please. 9-5 your score line. The first free throws from Ray are going to be up and good. Of course.
Number 3 checking into the game for the Buena Colts, Julian Duran. We saw a lot of him last year. He is a senior as well.
These free throws sponsored by Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative. As the second one is up and good. So 9-7 now. Ironwood Ridge withstands the Buena Colt Blue Storm they put on them initially. and has found themselves back in this ball game as he gets over to Kingston Clark. Jesus Pacheco, tough player on the inside. He shows it. Great people on him, but he keeps the ball. This one's going to stay with the Buena Colts. 23 seconds left on the shot clock.
Ironwood Ridge does not like that call. They thought that it was off of a Buena Colt, but no replay here in high school.
I would agree with the call from the official. Looked like the ball was knocked away. Duran's going to get two underneath the basket on the baseline and inbound this one. That one's going to be knocked away, and it's going to be Kingston Clark who was intended. They're going to do this one again. Duran looking. He's going to get that one all the way over to Jesus Pacheco. Did he possess the ball before? No, he did not. It's not an over impact, and he's going to throw the ball away. So 3:41. And all of a sudden, the Buena Colts have lost that fire that they came out with.
Well, Jesus Pacheco's having an auspicious start. It would behoove Coach Baker to get him over there and get him back on the bench for a moment and talk to him. He's a little too fast right now.
Ironwood Ridge bringing that ball up court, setting up their half-court offense now. And that's going to be great defense, rejection, and steal from Jamin Booker. Pacheco's going to bring it up. Sam Criado. Over to Jesus Pacheco.
Booker making an instant impact.
That's going to be Julian Duran. He's got that range, but just a little bit short and off the mark. And Kyle Ray with the rebound as Ironwood Ridge brings the ball back up court.
Again, Buena had a great start, but it's like they're a little too fast right now.
And we're going to have a blocking foul called on the Buena Colts. That was Landon Briones, who was driving for Ironwood Ridge, and they're going to get the ball underneath the basket for Buena.
Both teams with 14 fouls now. Again, both teams, again, first game of the season, there is always jitters on the first basketball game of the season. So both teams playing a little erratically right now.
One person that's not is Jamin Booker, has 7 of the Colts 9 points and has only missed one shot. They have a transition basket. Here we go, Booker! Almost jamming it home, but didn't quite get the ups on that one.
Yeah, it was an awkward angle to the basket, but Booker mad at himself, and they come right back and tie this back.
Expect Jamin Booker to miss that. That's a great feed on the inside. Julian Duran gets it knocked away. They do get it right back out to Criado. Duran, corner three in. No good on that one. We're going to have a foul on Ironwood Ridge. It looks like this one's going to stay with the Buena Colts.
Julian Duran making the mistake. When you get the ball and you go straight up with it. You don't go low with it. It gives them an opportunity to get their hands on it. That's exactly what happened.
Absolutely right, Dave. I was going to come back to you. You say that all the time. Don't put the ball on the floor when you're in. Only bad things happen. It's going to be the bonus now. A bonus free throw brought to you by the Ed Morse Automotive Group. Stop in today and see the difference.
Jeremy Booker about to make his first appearance of the season.
Oh. In and out. Iron unkind.
Boy, was I wrong about the free throws.
It's different in the game for sure, Dave.
1 for 4.
Yes, sir.
So Priado coming up with the second free throw. And that one is good. That's going to make it 10-9. Buena over Ironwood Ridge. The Nighthawks. Ironwood Ridge going to the basket. A little out of control there. Good ball fake. Easy basket for number 2 for Ironwood Ridge. That's going to be Josiah O'Donu.
And bringing it right back up court. Kingston Clark gets his first 2 points since he opened the scoring. So that's 4 now for Kingston Clark.
Bomba Claw with a nice drive to the basket. That has got to be the second.
Folks, he's got that in his memory. No notebooks around here. And as Lou said, Jeremy Booker in the game now. So the Booker brothers for the Buena Colts. Say that 5 times fast. Alliteration, gotta love it.
Booker brothers, Buena Colts.
Now on the court together. Jesus showing his versatility, but he's going to lose. And now he's called on him. So Ironwood Ridge up their intensity, Dave, and I think that's the difference in their performance going into the latter half of this first quarter.
Coach Baker aware of the frustration on his face. This should be a large margin of a large lead right now for the Buena Colts. They are now in the bonus going to the free throw.
This is why we.
And their center Dalton Longname is going to the free throw. Remember, go to the free throw line, number 20. I'm not going to try to pronounce that name. But these free throws are brought to you by Swaharo Air Solutions. Go to SwaharoAirSolutions.com to find out about their duct cleaning special.
Isaac Maldonado? Oh, you're talking about Dalton. Oh, I had it right the first time.
Exactly. Dalton
your
at the free throw
Maladich.
line.
Yermolovich.
Oh, don't know at the backboard with the free throw. That's how centers make their free throws.
12-12 tie ball game for the first time since it was 0-0. Kingston Clark saying that's enough of that, but can't get it to go. Jeremy Booker did get the rebound and throw it off on an Ironwood Ridge player. That will stay with the Buena Colts.
Again, my vision's slightly obstructed because you won't slide down 2 feet.
What do you want me to do?
There we go. I can see now. Well, I thought that one again was off of the Buena Colts, but they're getting the basketball back.
Yeah, good hustle play there from Booker. Jeremy Booker, have to clarify that one, getting the rebound and forcing the turnover. Duran with the inbounds. That's in jamming Booker.
That's a great play.
What a play! Booker jamming it home, and he's going to have the jam one opportunity.
Oh, clackety clack for Jamin Booker. Look at the strength going through 2 players, getting the and one.
There were 3 players there, brother.
Dunking on the entire Ironwood Ridge team with an and one. Jamin Booker, welcome to his senior season. It's about to get nuts. Oh, my goodness. I knew he was going to get the basket. I didn't think he was going to dunk it on him. I said he must have increased his vertical by 6 inches. The kid is flying.
Yeah, 2-handed slams as well, Dave, going up with 2 hands. But that's our first time out of the game. And that does give me a chance to thank the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty. Whether you're in the market to buy or sell, make your first call to the real estate expert, Sherry Ethel and her team at 717-599-2439.
I also want to take this opportunity to thank the SV Medical Group. They're all doctors, nurses, and caregivers dedicated to getting you back to the community you love. Go to svmedicalgroup.org. But, man, there's the Buena Colts. Only a 2-point lead. It feels like a 12-point lead, honestly.
They've been playing good basketball, but sometimes, the game's just gotten away from them a little bit here and there.
Jammin Booker. His name's Jameen. I call him Jammin because you see why. He'd be dunking on cats. At the line, 1 for 1 from the line tonight for Booker. And that's 2 for 2.
Jammin Booker already in double figures here in the first quarter of this ball game.
He might drop a 40 burger tonight.
I think Jammin Booker.
Another turnover.
There's Jesus Pacheco in the passing lane. Gets it to Duran, who gets it over to Jeremy Booker. Can't get it to go. Jesus Pacheco with a tough offensive rebound and the putback.
That's exactly what Jesus Pacheco needed to get into this game. A couple of turnovers, a couple of bad decisions. That, steal, and points. That's exactly what he needed.
Good defense here from Buena. That's a good pass, and Ironwood Ridge is going to be rewarded with 2 shots at the free throw line for Aduno.
Yeah, great pass. That's what we call a good foul right there because he was going to get the layup. So make him earn the 2 points. This will be number 2, Josiah, going to the line for the Nighthawks. Fighter of the day, Hawks.
First one up and no good.
And here comes number 3, Kyler, back into the game. He had a big first quarter for them.
Kingston Clark takes a breather now for the Buena Colts.
No breaks.
As Thomas Welker checks back into the ball game.
6'6", Thomas Welker.
1:33 to play. They're going to miss both free throws. Holtz is battling with Pacheco. Pacheco's going to win the battle, and we're going to have a jump ball. Good hustle plays all around. Thomas Welker tying it up for the Buena Colts.
Yeah, it's a good job for Ironwood Ridge to get the jump. Oh, that's right. They don't do jump balls. They have a possession error. I'm like, he's not going to win that jump ball against Sierra Vista Cooper Flag.
This ball's going to be thrown. A dangerous pass, but it works out. They're going to get it all the way over to Holtis. He drives on the inside. That's not going to work. Not against big 6'6", Thomas Welker. And that ball's going to be out on Ironwood Ridge, coming back up the court now with the Buena Colts.
Thomas Welker over there standing on the block like he's Mutombo. Big block. There's a pretty slow ball fake by number 3, Kyler, so he was able to catch up to him pretty easily.
Jesus Pacheco bringing the ball back up court after his first 2 points of the ball game. And it looks like we're going to have a foul on 1-5 for an elbow against Ironwood Ridge. That's going to send Jamin Booker back to the line, I do believe.
No, that's going to be Pacheco, but I
thought they committed the foul on Booker.
I did not see the contact on that, but I'm going to trust the referees.
You better. Especially when they're being kind to our beloved Colts.
And
up and good with the first one for Jesus Pacheco.
His 3rd point on the free throw right there. And no, I do not need to write the stats down. I know who scores what.
Especially with that big video board that tells you everything. But
I ain't looking at that.
I am. Why wouldn't you?
I'm watching the game.
These free throws brought to you by Barnett's Towing and Barnett's Propane, serving our area since 1963.
That's
and
4
unfortunately
missed
I
free
cursed.
throws for the Buena Colts already. That's why it feels like a double-digit lead, because it should be.
Ooh, Adam Nelson does check into the game. Remember, Adam Nelson, big-time player for the Colts last year, dealing with injuries, and we're going to have a blocking foul on the Colts. I think that's going to be on Jeremy Booker for Buena, and it is.
There's a foul fest in the first quarter here at Buena.
We always talk about it, Dave. You're a baller. You like to see physical play. But this is something that we've seen as we go into Prescott, the state championships. They call it tight up there in northern Arizona. So this is good practice for the Buena Colts.
Very, very good point there.
Always is.
Number 52, Kyle Ray with the free throw. Another missed free throw for Ironwood Ridge, so they're having problems at the line as well. Yeah, you're right, though. You're absolutely right. When they get to Prescott, it gets a little different up there where they call everything.
18-12 your score with 1:01 left to play in the first quarter. Ray's going to miss them both, and Jesus Pacheco, he's been a monster on those boards, gets another one. Nelson gets it up to Jamin Booker, who's treated us to 2 dunks already in this one.
And a couple of dime pieces as well.
Gets it back out to Nelson. Nelson trying to provide a dime piece of his own. Good ball movement from the Buena Colts. That one's going to go all the way around to Jeremy Booker, trying to feed it to the tough Jesus Pacheco on the inside. Ball's going to be out to touch it back to Ironwood Ridge with 43 seconds to play.
Pacheco had a mouse in the house right there. Good opportunity for points, but another turnover for the Colts. They've got to shore it up a little bit, tighten it up.
First game of the season, Dave. It's going to take a little bit. Basketball's a sport that requires perfect symmetry, I do believe, from all involved, and that's a good, tough basket from Carter Brown.
It sure was.
Jesus Pacheco all the way up from Jamin Booker. He's showing those ups.
Where's the foul call on that one?
That one's going to fall to Thomas Welker. Jesus Pacheco going to drive on the inside. Good spin move. That one's going to be rejected. Welker, the soft touch from the big man. 20-14, now Colts on top.
Yeah, Thomas Welker, he looks like one of those players where if they can get him going, he is going to be a force.
Great defense there from Adam Nelson, forcing that one out of bounds. A little bit of a half-court press there, you'd say, Dave?
Yeah, well, they're double teaming number 4. They came out with big intentions on double teaming Ebenezer. They must have some kind of scouting on him because they're not really double teaming anybody else.
6 seconds, 5 seconds.
Oh!
Jamin Booker, he's going to get the steal. He's going to go in transition and dunk it home. Jamin Booker playing like your old Cochise MVP.
In your face. Jamin Booker going down the last second. Clack, clack, clack off the steal. Jamin Booker looking like an all-star right now.
Looking like an all-star. He is an all-star, Dave. He's been doing it since he's a sophomore. We were introduced to this kid when he was a junior, and let me tell you, he gave our favorite basketball player, Jose Mendez, a run for his money in terms of our favorite player to watch in Cochise this year. No doubt, off to a hot start.
Let's do the full game stats already for Jamin Booker over there. 14 points,
1
3
quarter.
steals, 1 block. Oh yeah, we're in the second quarter.
Unbelievable from Jamin Booker.
Again, he must have put 6 inches on his vert. Like he is flying over there. But in between quarters, I am going to thank Ginger's Titles. They do driver's licenses, titles, registrations, and IDs. Written road testing also now available. Go to gingerstitles.com.
And also thank you to the Copper Queen Community Hospital. They have clinics in Bisbee, Hereford, and Douglas. I went to the Bisbee one, and they started my weight loss journey for me, down 20 pounds. Thank you to the Copper Queen Community Hospital. You can give them a call today at 520-432-6435.
Boy, having a player like Jamin Booker, Coach Baker must be going to bed smiling every night. It's like, oh, thank you, Lord, for handing me a player like
so
that.
He's got all the dunks. He's got all the points. But did you see how high he got on that pass from Pacheco? Why isn't this kid in football?
Why isn't this kid high jumping for the track team?
He probably is. Did learn that D'Lo Hawthorne did get a scholarship at track, I believe, for Arizona Christian.
Oh, wow.
That ball's going to be around as we rejoin the action in the ball game.
Players are skinny, okay? We don't play football.
That one's going to be off. Booker, there's a collision there from 3 Buena Colts.
Oh, he went down gingerly.
Jamin Booker gets hit on his ribs. That's a great steal from Nelson, who gets it up to Booker. Jamin Booker, you might want to get out of his way, and they do the soft finger roll. Boy, is there anything that this kid can't do?
Oh, put the spin cycle on him with the reverse slam. He's in pain, though. Looks
He
like
is.
He got a hip pointer.
I think he got the wind knocked out of him on that one, Dave. 3 collision. And when you get Jesus Pacheco, who's definitely a big body running into you, you know you're going to feel that one. Looks like he's trying to play through it right now. Doesn't want to come out. Limbering just a little bit. Can you believe that's a great bucket from Ironwood Ridge?
Yeah,
but did you see the body control and the soft finish? And he's dealing with an injury.
Yeah, I was like, it would only be my luck that Jammin Booker goes out early in the season.
Adam Nelson spotting up a three ball up and just could not get it to go. 24-16 your score as Ironwood Ridge brings it back up court. And here we go again. Ebenezer Nagash. He's going to get that one stolen. That's where Adam Nelson's value lies, Dave.
Yep.
He is one of the best defenders in Cochise County.
Yeah, Booker's bad. Jammin Booker's going onto the bench right now. He is not feeling good with that hip.
It is time to get him a break for sure. I mean,
yeah, well, yeah, that being said, he needs a break anyways. But yeah, he's still in pain over there on that bench. Kingston Clark coming in for him.
Sam Criado. We're going to have to see how this Buena Colts offense is going to operate without Jammin Booker. Adam Nelson, he's going to spot up another three. Oh, that was in, but no dice. Just off the back iron. Good rebound coming all the way out again to Criado. Dave, you say it all the time. It's not about the size, it's about the effort. And that's going to be a travel on Thomas Welker, turning the ball back over to the Nighthawks.
I told them to leave their passports at home. No traveling tonight. But Welker got caught taking steps before a dribble, and they're going to call that one every time. Too easy to call that one.
6:22 to play in the first half. 24-16 Colts. Does sit on the sideline. I think that was Kyle Ray who just tried to go in and force that. Jesus Pacheco going to the inside, gets slapped in the face. Nothing called. Might have been the ball. That's going to be Welker underneath. Good feed there to Kingston Clark. Clark, tough look, didn't get it to go. That one's going to be taken right from him. They get it over to Ray. Good ball feed on the inside, and that's going to be Josiah Adonu one more time.
Yeah, but David Baba with a great block and then good passing. Good ball movement by Ironwood Ridge. That's the best looking possession they've had.
Jesus Pacheco with the ball at the top of the key. He's going to try to drive in. And again, there he is, the same guy getting that block. And he's going to start the transition for the Nighthawks. A pass over. Eric bounce on the dribble. Forces that one to go back to the Buena Colts. Adam Nelson, easy layup with his first 2 points of the game.
It's like welfare. Easy money, baby. Easy money for Adam Nelson.
Nighthawks.
Still looking at Jammin Booker. He's still trying to stretch that out. I'm not sure. He must have just landed on his hip.
It was a tough collision. They're going to get Jesus Pacheco on that foul. Doesn't like the call. There's going to be 2 free throws. I do believe that was against David Baba. Baba coming in, and it wasn't Baba. That's number 15.
That's Carter Brown.
Carter Brown. But speaking of David Baba coming in here and getting tough defensive looks for Ironwood Ridge against the Buena Colts, and 2 blocks and 2 straight offensive possessions for the Colts.
Yeah, no, all of a sudden out of the blue, David Baba just showed up, but their free throw shooting is abysmal, and that is keeping them from getting back into this game. But these free throws are brought to you by Grasshopper Landscaping, quality from the ground up.
You said quality. We want to see a quality free throw here from Carter Brown. We'll see if he does deliver. Booker looks like he's going to go.
They are 0 for their last 6 at the free throw line.
Jammin Booker's going to get looked at by the trainer now. He said he took an elbow to the hip, like you said, Dave, so they're just trying to work that one out. Hopefully we can see him back. What an opening night he's had. It's Jesus Pacheco on the wing right now.
Another minute. He's already filled up the box score.
Good ball movement here from the Colts. It's going to be Kingston Clark working on the inside, just loses the ball. And that's good hustle play from Clark to tip it back out to Pacheco. Ball does touch out, and that's going back to the Nighthawks of Ironwood Ridge.
Coach Baker's going to point that out. Whether you think you got fouled or not, you don't look at the referees.
Barbie Knight in the chat says, you can call me Nighthawk. You have to call me Dragon. Thank you again, everyone, for joining us on Cool FM Live. Don't forget to like the Facebook page, the Cool FM Live Sports Facebook page, and subscribe to the Cool FM Live YouTube page as we keep having issues streaming, thanks to Mark Zuckerberg. Hopefully we can get enough people to follow the YouTube page, and we can start streaming on there. That's a good Euro step on the inside by Brown. Nelson with a good rebound gets it out to Kingston Clark. That's going to go up to Thomas Welker. Gets a step on his man. A good decision to get it back to Pacheco. Ball's going to be knocked away from Pacheco. Nothing easy on the inside for Jesus Pacheco tonight. He's had to battle all night.
Well, he's looking for fouls. You got to just attempt to make the shot. Like he's trying to get to the basket, trying to draw the contact. He's not getting it. So you have to focus on making the shot. If you get fouled, you get fouled.
Anthony
I never
Clens
tried
in the chat.
to draw a foul.
Anthony Clens in the chat says you can call me High Temp Clens. Sure will. There's the big man, 6'6", Thomas Welker, showing his range with a 3 ball, 29-18. Colts on top.
You know you put Easter eggs in? Buckets.
Oh, they're going to get Kingston Clark for a push there after a good defensive play. That's kind of what happens, Dave, when you think you should come up with the ball. Sometimes you press right afterwards, and it looks like that's what Clark did.
And now is a double-digit lead. They look like the better team right now, and they finally get this lead to double digits. So the uphill battle for Ironwood Ridge has begun. And
get ready.
The Buena Colts are saying, "Sweet tough."
Well,
and Ironwood Ridge is saying, "Dude."
That's going to be a blocking foul on Sam Criado. Stay tuned, folks. We are going to be doing a lot of Buena basketball this season. We saw the roster they returned and said, Buena's our number one for sure.
Oh, absolutely. So
that's a good drive on the inside.
We'll be doing some 2A games to show some love to our 2A teams. But
and 4A and 1A.
And 4A. Well, yeah, there's going to be a lot of Buena Colt basketball being broadcast this year.
Nelson's going to get over to Criado. Sam has not put up a shot. That's an easy bucket in the lane. That's what you want from your point guard. Dish and Dave, when the time calls, drive in there and get the easy layup.
And if he had missed that actually would have been basket interference on number 2, Josiah. They did not blow the whistle because he made the shot.
Looks like we're going to have a jump ball. Good effort there from Kingston Clark.
This should be Buena ball.
And he's going to tie up Josiah Adonu. I thought it was Buena.
Well, no, they switched it at the quarter. That's I got confused with that last year.
Did we ever?
That was 4 in a row last year. Yeah, Booker's back. Let's go.
Again, I always give my Coach Brogan story. St. David female basketball head coach, state champion. He was the one, because we had a lot of people forgetting to switch over those possession arrows. And he was the one game. He's like, no, the arrow's with us now. He laid it up for the official.
Yeah, you're right. How cool was that going to Goodyear, Arizona, going into that stadium, sitting at half court and calling that title game? Oh, how much fun was that?
Still our most watched St. David broadcast, and we didn't have any video on it.
Oh, another soft call on the inside, but the referees, not as many fouls being called in this quarter, so I'm okay with it.
That one's going to be on 14. I don't see a 14 for...
Yeah, Booker.
Oh, shoot. I didn't know Jamin Booker's back on the court. Shows you the kind of person I am. It's going to take me a while to warm up, Dave.
That's why I'm the best color guy in the business.
14 on 14 here. Booker's going to go up against Went, and he's going to force the turnover. Nelson up with it. Adam Nelson, he's going to have a blocking foul against him. Good job there. Adam Nelson, I talked to Coach Baker before the game. They are worried about his shin splints, but he is getting a lot more work than Baker said that he wanted to give.
Yeah, he's got the compression sleeves on, and he's looking the part right now. That's exactly the same Adam Nelson that we saw last year. Jamin Booker going back to the bench right now. Probably because of foul trouble. I'm not sure why he's back to the bench.
And Went trying to do a no-look pass. Thomas Welker was not fooled. Turn it back over for the Buena Colts. 15. Welker's already made one. That one's a little short, a little bit off. And rebound's going to go to Ironwood Ridge, bringing the ball back up court. Is going to be number 14, Went, and he's going to throw that one away right back to Adam Nelson. Kingston Clark trying to get to the inside. Unfortunately, gets the ball poked away. The ball a little bit slippery here, Dave, and we don't have the Sierra Vista Soap Company listed as a sponsor, but they're sponsoring that ball right now.
Well, yeah, it's, again, you're going to see a lot of this in the first game of a basketball season. A lot of turnovers, a lot of jitters. That kid was completely out of control on that one, and that was a foul, but okay.
Oh, that ball's going to be thrown away from Nelson, looking for Welker. Jesus Pacheco, he went down a little bit hard, and he's coming up a little bit gingerly.
He got tripped off the kid that fell down. That's a foul. So we're 30 seconds of basketball being played right there.
And that's going to be a timeout on the floor, folks. And this timeout is brought to you by the Sonic Sierra Vista Drive-In. They're proud to support the Buena Colts. Come in every Wednesday for a Wacky Pack Wednesday. Only $2.49. You say you can't afford any food, well, go to Sonic on Wednesdays. There's no limit on those Wacky Pack Wednesdays.
My oldest daughter, my prodigy, the producer of my third grandchild, Alize Davies, is watching. So hello, Allie. She must be off work at Roadhouse early. Roadhouse.
We forgot to list them, but thank you to Synergy Home Care, Sierra Vista. When you need to find care for someone you love, it's important that it feels right. Synergy provides non-medical home care for people who struggle with activities of daily living. Give them a call today at 520-685-1035.
And again, this timeout was brought to you by Big Mike at All Pro Pest Management, the nicest guy in the world, putting boot on bugs for the last 15 years. You can find All Pro Pest Management on Facebook. 13-point lead for the Colts in the second quarter.
Don't be afraid to jump into our Cool FM live chat. Ladies and gentlemen, let us know where you're cheering from and who you're cheering for. As the Nighthawks have the ball. That's good defense by Julian Duran. And that ball's going to be out. That's going right back to the Buena Colts.
They are approaching 20 turnovers in the first half of basketball. Their head coach has got to be losing his mind right now. They shore it up, Nighthawks. Too many turnovers. This isn't a bakery, it's a basketball court.
Some would say they have a baker's dozen of turnovers right now as Adam Nelson gets the ball. Nelson playing a very good game, especially considering his injury limitations. Good pass back over to Welker. Couldn't handle it, but they do get it over to Kingston Clark.
that was a great
Good feed
pass.
on the inside to Jeremy Booker, and they're going to say that's out on Booker. Ball coming back over to Ironwood Ridge.
Jeremy Booker, when you watch his broadcast later, there's a drill for that. What you do is you take a basketball and you slam it in your hand. And then you take it and you slam it in your other hand. And you do it for an hour. And you harden up those hands so those balls don't go through your fingers like that. Those are what we call coach killers. That was a dime by Kingston Clark, and Jeremy Booker just not able to get his hands on it.
We're at the 2-minute warning, folks, which doesn't exist in basketball. And that's going to be a 3-ball up for Ironwood Ridge. Finally finding that 3-ball stroke is going to be Derek Overton. Cutting that lead down to 10, 31-21. Kingston Clark with the ball, bringing it up court. A good spin move on the inside, but again, great defense. Great help defense from Ironwood Ridge as they bring the ball back up court. Looking to get another quick basket and cut this back to single digits. The 3-ball is open and no good. Good offensive rebound. The putback doesn't go. Kingston Clark out to Adam Nelson as he slows this one down.
They don't play tips anymore, apparently. That was a game we used to play a ton when I was a kid. If the ball comes off the rim, you tip it in. But, yeah, he unable to convert that one.
Durant, that one, Welker's going to have that. That ball's actually tipped. Kingston Clark thought it was just thrown away. The ball was tipped. It would not have been over and back. Either which way, it does stay with the Buena Colts. 18 seconds on the shot clock.
A 10-point double-digit lead here for Buena. And, again, it could be more. So the Nighthawks are lucky to even be in this game right now. And thank you, everybody, for joining us here on Cool FM Live. Again, don't forget the Cool FM Live sports page. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button on the YouTube page. We're trying to do things big for y'all around here in Cochise County. Todd Ryan behind the camera, Dan the man on the graphics. All hands on deck for Buena's first game of the year.
What a game it's been for the Buena Colts. A 10-point lead in just over a minute to play here in this second quarter. Booker trying to feed it over to Welker. It looks like they're keeping a little bit more close tabs on Thomas Welker, especially after that three-pointer. They're watching him on the three-point line.
I know we've expressed this to Todd before, but I don't think he understands how much easier this is when he's behind the camera.
I like doing it myself. I like being able to show that I can do everything by myself. And that's going to be a shot clock violation for the Buena Colts. I forgot about the shot clock, and they did as well. 55 seconds. Ball coming back up with Ironwood Ridge.
The last 2 minutes of play, the Ironwood Ridge really needed right now. They can get this score under double digits into halftime. That would be very, very advantageous for them to try to get a victory here in Buena Country. And it is tough to get a victory in Buena Country.
It's advantageous everywhere else. It's fortuitous in Tombstone, Arizona, in honor of the movie and that scene that I don't even watch. 49 seconds, a good drive on the inside. Good defense from Buena. Kingston Clark getting the tip outs. Can they corral the rebound? No, it's going to be Adonu one more time. That foul's going to be on the floor.
Clark does not like that call.
And I've never met a basketball player who claps over a foul that's been called for him. Just saying.
I told you I would tell the refs that I committed the foul.
Well, yeah, because you don't want your boy Will to go to the bench. I saw him punch him in the jaw. That was me, ref.
That was me, ref.
Sorry about it.
That was my light-skinned fist that punched him in the jaw. I swear. So, again, 0 for 6 at the line in their last 6.
0 for 7.
And the coach, if you're coaching the Nighthawks, you have several things to bring into that locker room right now. Turnovers, free throws.
40 seconds, Jesus Pacheco and Jamin Booker are going to come in. Nelson finally getting a breather. We'll have to see if that's Nelson's last work of the night. And Jeremy Booker coming up the floor now for the Buena Colts.
A big lineup on the floor for the Buena Colts. No rebounds going to Ironwood Ridge in this last minute of play.
This free throw is brought to you by Big Mike at All Pro Pest Management. You can find them on Facebook at All Pro Pest Management. Up and good. There we go. And that's going to cut the lead back down now under 10 points, back to 9. 40 seconds to play. Shot clock still a thing. Buena can technically get the 2 for 1 here if they go incredibly fast, but I doubt they're going to go that fast.
No, getting the bucket is the more important thing here than getting a 2 for 1.
Jesus Pacheco almost loses the ball. Good job, though, bringing that ball back up with Jesus Pacheco. Kingston Clark now with it. Looks like they want to waste some of the time.
Boys. Nobody on Buena is moving their feet right now. They're just standing there watching Clark. Gotta move without the ball.
It looks like they want to waste as much on the shot clock as they can. But remember, there is a 5-second closely guarded call in high school and college. So you do have to get the ball out of your hands. Kingston Clark now. Good ball movement and drive on the inside. They're going to call it traveling on Kingston Clark. He's not going to like it. He's going to feel like he was fouled going in on that one, but no call, and the Nighthawks get the last possession of the half.
Again, you can't go in there looking to draw the fouls. You have to try to make the shot. If you get fouled, you get fouled.
Sure you can. I watched James Harden play. 6 seconds,
Exactly.
5 seconds,
Don't
4
play like
seconds,
James
3
Harden.
seconds. The drive on the inside, up and no good. The tip, no good. And we're going to end the first half of play. Very good first half for the Buena Colts, 31-22. I say very good, Dave, but I am going to bring this over to you because there were spells where we saw the Buena Colts not playing their best basketball. As a head coach, especially for Dennis Baker right now, that's what you want. You want to be up big, but you want to have a lot of things to talk about at halftime.
Always room for improvement, especially, I mean, in all sports, but in basketball especially. These tiny little things. Like if you look at Ironwood Ridge, if they had 5 less turnovers and made 5 more free throws, this would be a much closer game. But right now it's a 9-point game, and so for Ironwood Ridge, that's real easy. And for Buena, even though they're winning by 9, there's a lot of things to go in there. Stop going to the basket so out of control. But, let's stop turning the ball over so much. Just play a little slower. I know that sounds stupid, but it's true. Like in basketball, you can play too fast. And right now, Buena's playing a little too fast. Other than Jammin' Booker, what else can you say about that kid?
Oh, man, Jammin' Booker was on pace to set the scoring record in the first game of the season. I don't know what it is. I'm sure he would have got it there, though. He had, 16 points before he got taken out due to injury. But, folks, that's going to be halftime here at Buena Coltland here at Sierra Vista. We'll be right back in a few short minutes with the start of the second half. Before we go, thank you, everyone, for joining us on Cool FM Live. Like the Facebook page, like the Cool FM Live Sports page. Smash the subscribe button on YouTube. And don't forget to support the businesses that support your community, our amazing sponsors, whose links are in the description. Always, Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, SSVEC, serving our community. Thank you as well to ALLO Fiber, your new home, internet, TV, and phone provider. Visit allofiber.com and learn about the difference. ALLO Fiber, learn more about the difference for ALLO Fiber. Sorry, I can't read my own handwriting. We all know that. And become a fiber fan. Thank you to the Morse Automotive Group of Sierra Vista. Stop in today and experience the difference.
Big shout out to Saguaro Air Solutions. Go to saguaroairsolutions.com to find out about their duct cleaning specials. They do all kinds of HVAC work. They're the people you need to call. 520-699-4237.
Also, thank you to the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty, your hometown realtors, proudly supporting our fabulous athletes in Buena, Arizona, or Buena Country in Sierra Vista, Arizona. Boy, I'm rocking these out so far here today.
Big shout out to SV Medical Group, their doctors, nurses, and caregivers that are dedicated to getting you back to the community you love. Go to svmedicalgroup.org or give them a call, 520-263-3500.
Thank you to Barnett's Towing and Barnett's Propane, serving our area since 1963.
Big shout out to Ginger's Titles in Sierra Vista. They have written and road testing available. Save the wait at the DMV. Go to gingerstitles.com.
I sure will, especially because they're open on Saturdays now. Thank you to the Copper Queen Community Hospital. They have clinics in Bisbee, Hereford, and Douglas that provide the highest quality of care to outpatients and home health patients of all ages. Call them today at 520-432-6435.
Big shout out to Grasshopper Landscaping, quality from the ground up. Voted #1 in Cochise County by you folks in the Sierra Vista Herald, so you can find Grasshopper Landscaping on Facebook.
Thank you to the Sierra Vista Sonic Drive-In, proud to support the Buena Colts coming today, or every Wednesday, I should say, for Wacky Pack Wednesdays, where meals are $2.49 with no limit.
And thanks to Big Mike at All Pro Pest Management, putting the boot on bugs for the last 15 years. You can find All Pro Pest Management on Facebook.
Thank you to Synergy Home Care of Sierra Vista. When you need to find care for someone you love, it's important that it feels right. Synergy Home Care provides non-medical home care to all of Cochise and all of Santa Cruz County. Give them a call today at 520-685-1035.
And big shout out to Texas Roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
You mentioned that you watched the Buena Colts play on Cool FM Live, and you can get free pickles or potato skins the next time you visit. So, I mean, you can't beat that.
You talking about fried pickles?
Fried pickles. Free fried pickles. Just for mentioning that you watched the Buena Colts on Cool FM Live.
You can give me a plate of pickles. I'll be okay with that. But fried pickles, I'm more than okay with.
You're not allowed to eat those anymore.
I have been very good at my diet, let me tell you.
But, yeah, so just a point of interest for everybody at home. Jam and Booker has 14 points and 3 fouls. So it's telling the monitor another player with 3 fouls right now is Kingston Clark. So 2 of the best players for the Buena Colts, both with 3 fouls. If they pick up a 4th one, you will not be seeing them in the 3rd quarter.
And on the other side for the Nighthawks, number 32, Derek Overton, starter, has 3 fouls as well. And that explains why we haven't seen him so much in this game. Did hit a big 3 ball.
Yes, yeah. The Nighthawks are lucky to be in this game right now. So yeah, Nighthawks lucky to be in this game right now. Only a 9-point game. It feels like Buena has just been putting it on them.
Well, Buena's good is looking incredible. But, Dave, we talked about it before we went to break. There's been lulls in this game where they do not look as sharp as maybe we expect them to look.
Well, again, first game of the season, a lot of jitters. You know, there's going to be some sloppiness right now. But if this is the first game version of the Buena Colts, we are in for a fun season. And trust me, it's only the first game. By January, February, that student section across from us is going to be insane.
We have Criado, the starting point guard here tonight for the Buena Colts, trying to get it into Kingston Clark. He's going to be ripped from behind by Brown, and Carter Brown wants to go all the way. No dice. Jesus Pacheco with the rebound, going to get that one up. That's a great feed. Booker trying to get it to the big man. No dice, and that's going to be turned right back over to the Nighthawks.
They had a 2-on-1. That's a travel.
Overton can't make it. Sometimes it does. Brown goes up, no dice on that one, and finally that one's going to be corralled by Thomas Welker, and there's going to be a foul. Buena's going to get the ball coming right back up court.
Oh, yeah, sloppy opening to the second half as well.
Well, Dave, you talked about Buena not playing their best game. They still have this 9-point lead, and Jesus Pacheco's been a monster on the boards, but I think he'll admit that offensively he hasn't gotten it going, and we've seen him. He is a player that gets it going often. So without his offensive output, they still have a 9-point lead in this one.
Good entry pass, a good foul there by the Nighthawks. Again, he was going to score that basket, so Sierra Vista Cooper Flagg going to the line for 2. He was 0 for 2 on his first 2 free throw attempts.
That fall looks like it's going to be called on Jericho Went. And we'll see how Thomas Welker approaches this free throw opportunity brought to you by Sierra Vista or Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative.
Another missed free throw over there by
It's because I
Welker.
can't get the sponsors out right. That's what it is.
Again, thank you everybody for joining us on Cool FM Live tonight for Buena Colts basketball. A lot more of this to come this season. And don't forget, Friday night we are in Buena for the second round playoff football game.
That's going to be 0 for 4 from Welker. Booker trying to get the rebound against 4 people. Almost succeeded in that as well. This one's going to be Carter Brown bringing it up court. Carter Brown trying to drive on the inside again. He's getting to the lane, Dave, but he's not making the layup.
Yeah, again, they're more worried about the contact than they are making the shot.
Not that time as Carter Brown does get it. And he's trying to get his team fired up. It's going to be Jamin Booker on the other side. The turn. The ball's going to be knocked away. Good defense there by Kyler Holtis. And he's going to bring the ball back up court himself.
Kyler Holt is having a great game for the Nighthawks. He is obviously the leader of this team.
Kyler going to try to drive on the inside. Booker forces the turnover. No, they're going to say it's out on Booker's knee. As that one's going to stay with the Nighthawks.
He literally never touched that ball. That's fine.
We have a Let's Go Jesus Pacheco in the chat by Anna Lilia Esquire. I can't see it. It's too small. We have this phone too far away. Thank you, Anna, for jumping in our chat, our Cool FM live chat provided by ALLO Fiber. Oh, that's a good move. A little bit out of control, like you like to say, Dave, going on the inside, but does find the open man. It's be Carter one more time, and Carter Brown doing a great job getting to the glass and making those easy layups as he cuts the lead down to 5.
Poor start to the second half of the Buena Colts.
0 points.
Like the knife that you cut your celery with at home, they got to sharpen it up.
Welker's going to attempt the 3 ball to calm things down. No good. And still, as Jesus Pacheco goes over the back, scoreless in the third quarter are the Buena Colts. We watched the JV game, Dave, and the JV Colts had a pretty sizable lead going into the fourth quarter where the Nighthawks came back and took the victory from the jaws of defeat. And right now, that's in danger of happening to the varsity Colts.
Yeah, Buena is the better team right now, but again, they're giving the Nighthawks an opportunity to steal one in a hostile environment.
That ball's going to be thrown away. Good defense all around from the Colts, especially Sam Criado. As I just noticed, over in the student section, we have a brick counter. I wonder which ones they're counting.
Oh, that's funny.
Very much so. Very much so.
The student section at Buena is awesome.
You hear the chants coming out. Let's go, Buena, let's go.
One of my favorite environments in Cochise County is Buena basketball.
You can feel the camera
nice
shaking,
move.
and there you go. Sam Criado, point guard, getting inside and getting the layup to give the Colts the first points of the second half. That's going to be Ray on the drive on the inside. Kyle Ray dishes it right back out to Derek Overton. That's going to be Adonu one more time as he gets that one into Holtis. No dice as Jamin Booker was right there to knock it down. Unfortunately, the Colts can't get out in transition, and they're going to be that's a good block there from Welker. They were at a disadvantage, but great defense from Thomas Welker. Criado wants to slow this down. Jesus Pacheco back into Criado. No dice. Welker gets it right back out to Jamin Booker. And they have 2 people looking at him. Good pass on the inside to Kingston Clark. And that's going to be a block.
By Collar Holtis.
Ironwood Ridge bringing this ball right back up court. That's going to be Derek for the 3. No, it's not going to go in. And Jesus Pacheco is going to be fouled by Carter Brown.
Nighthawks playing their hearts out right now, trying to get back into this game. Back-to-back blocks for Booker and for Welker on the Buena Colts. The defense for the Buena is definitely stepping up. It's like you like to say defense travels. Buena is good on defense.
I agree with that sentiment because, like you said, I say it all the time. The ball's going to be thrown away. They're going to get out in transition. And that's going to be a bucket. And I think you were going to call basket interference either way.
Yes.
As Kingston Clark showing his ups. 33-28 now. Buena Colts still on top, but only a 5-point lead. This was as big as 11 at one point. Criado's going to put up the 3 ball. No good. Just over 4 minutes to play. 33-28. Ironwood Ridge crawling back into this game, but that's going to be a travel on Kyler Holtis.
Step by step, he traveled. But yeah, Coach Baker, he's going to want more movement without the ball. I mean, if you watch the greats, if you watch Reggie Miller, if you watch Steph Curry play basketball, 90% of it is running around the floor.
Yeah.
The last 10% of it is making the shot.
I don't even watch basketball. I know the open shots come when you move off the ball and they get you in rhythm. Jesus Pacheco, we're going to have offensive foul calls. That's going to be on Jamin Booker. That's going to be his 4th personal foul of the game.
I thought they called it on Pacheco. That was on Booker. You are not wrong.
I saw the floor.
Here comes the substitute instantly. Julian Durant coming right in for Booker. We will not be seeing him again until the 4th quarter with that foul trouble. He had a couple games last year we got into foul trouble as well. He's going to have to really work on that to stay on the floor.
Yeah, they got to keep Jamin Booker on the floor. Have someone else do the dirty work for you. But when he's on the court, Dave, the Buena Colts are just a different basketball team. That's going to be a kicked ball on Kingston Clark. It's going to stay with Ironwood Ridge. Thank you again, everyone, for joining us at Cool FM Live. Don't hesitate to jump into our Cool FM Live chat.
Yeah, we're interactive.
Who you're cheering for and where you're cheering from. Haven't been interactive so much in football this year, but it has been crazy on those football streams. Trying to get those up for basketball now, and what better team than the Buena Colts to do it. The Buena Colts looking very, very sharp, at least on paper. And at times, they've been the Buena Colts we've expected, but not all the time here in this ball game, Dave.
Only a 5-point game, out of control again in the basket. They're trying to get there, but they are just throwing themselves into the lane.
Kingston Clark, there's going to be 2 fouls. Nothing called. Kingston Clark showing a lot of composure there, not losing it.
Yeah, David Baba slapped him right across the right arm. No call.
Brian Russell back in the chat says, let's go Colts.
Number 10, Landon, checking in for the Nighthawks. Fighter of the day, Hawks.
Landon Briones. Or Briones, probably Briones. Jesus Pacheco over to Julian Durant for 3. Good stroke just off the front iron. And we have a stoppage of play.
What's the call?
He said something. He said flopping. He said next time it's going to be a technical foul. So flopping call has made its way to high school basketball.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, I thought you were going to disagree.
No,
I like it too.
No, I didn't see if he flopped or not, but I can't stand flopping in basketball.
Or any sport for that matter. It makes Italian soccer unwatchable. That's going to be Krause with a good feed to the inside. They get the open look. No good. Jesus Pacheco battling for that rebound. That's good hustle there from the big man, Baba. Ironwood Ridge trying to feed him and reward him. Baba on the inside. No. Ball's going to be knocked out and going back up to the Buena Colts. A lot of hustling going on in the court right now, Dave, but the ball not falling into the basket.
It is definitely not a question of effort from the Nighthawks. They're just not able to convert. That's what I said. You can play too fast in this game. If they were to slow down and take their shots correctly.
Dale Nichols, no, this is not the first half. This is the 3rd quarter. And Jared Young in the chat says, let's go Colts. The new graphics look great from the home opener. We agree, Jared. That one's going to be thrown right to the inside and going to be blocked. I'll tell you, that boy David Baba is a problem for the Ironwood Ridge Nighthawks. If he had 3 more inches on him, Dave, he'd be player of the year.
You're absolutely right. Now, again, he is a defensive menace in there. Buena nothing inside on Ironwood Ridge right now because of Baba.
Of course, Jared Young, one of the Buena Colts football announcers. Thank you for joining us. Kingston Clark gets the 3. I don't think they're going to call it. It actually went off of the scaffolding, so that ball's going to be out of bounds. I saw it. Don't even try. And that's going to be 3 free throws for Kingston Clark.
I don't care if it hit the roof.
Dale Nichols, you're very welcome. Adam Nelson's going to come back into the game. Remember, we thought Adam Nelson was going to be on a bit of a pitch count, but he's played a lot of minutes here for the Buena Colts. Dennis Baker loving the leadership from Adam Nelson, and I'll tell you, he makes it very tough for the opposing team to get a basket.
Good ball handler as well. When he has the ball in his hands, you know he's not going to turn it over. With 3 free throws coming up here for Bumblecloud Kingston Clark.
First one is up and good, 34-28. 6-point lead for the Buena Colts, and I got to tell you, Dave, the Buena Colts have not played good basketball in this 3rd quarter, and they need free throws or something to spark them.
Yes, they are. These free throws are brought to you by ALLO Fiber, your new home team internet, TV, and phone provider. Become a Fiber fan. Go to allofiber.com. Missed free throw from Clark.
Sam Criado hits the bench. Criado, the only field goal in this 3rd quarter for the Buena Colts.
I love how the JV kids are always chirpier than the varsity kids.
For sure. Kingston Clark up and good with the second one, so now a 7-point lead, 35-28, with 2:55 to play in the 3rd quarter.
Buena extending that lead back to 7 points. They'd like to get it back to double digits where they were comfortable with it. Oh, another swat by Kingston Clark. See ya! Buena approaching double-digit blocks in this game.
Dale Nichols back in the chat says, my kid plays for Micah Mountain.
Micah Mountain, yeah.
And we will be there on the 31st in his full circle. He played at Buena. Micah Mountain, I think they're still alive in the 4A playoffs for football, I do believe, Dale, if you can verify that for me.
I don't know if the refs think that Buena has bad breath because that was a ticky-tack call.
Speaking of which, I should have got my...
Do they even sell Tic Tacs anymore? Is that even a thing?
It very much is a thing, Dave, and they are very popular. They are not as aggressive on the mint as I like. 0 calories as well. First time I lost weight, that's how I did it. Good inbounds pass, the drive. Good defense from the Colts, making that one tough. I don't know if anyone got a piece of it. They're going to drive right back down. Kingston Clark coming alive here in the third quarter.
Couple of points right near the beach. Boy! Oh, that's almost another turnover for that.
And there's Adam Nelson. Great hands from Nelson. Gets the ball away. He's going to dish it to Duran. Duran's going to get that one swatted. And that's going to be Carter Brown, who's going to take it all the way up himself. Stops. Wing jumper. No good. Jesus Pacheco got the rebound. Gets it taken from him. And that's going to be Dalton Yermolovich with the bucket.
Yeah, Landon Briones just stole the ball from Pacheco.
Jesus Pacheco going to the inside. Now that one looks like we're going to get a foul call now. Baba and Pacheco are going to hit the deck. Jesus Pacheco looks like he got the worst of that one. Jesus Pacheco going to the line for 2.
I don't know why he'd go to the line. The foul would have been on the rebound. He airballed the floater. So I don't know. He was fouled after the ball was in the air. This should be out of bounds for Buena, not 2 free throws. But again, we're Colts fans. We'll take it.
It does look like the Nighthawks are in the bonus, if that makes a difference.
Oh, okay. That would explain it.
Jesus Pacheco makes the first free throw.
Number 4, Ebenezer checking in for the Nighthawks. He had a couple of big plays in the first half. Also, number 23, Jude Yanes. I don't think we've seen him yet.
Ebenezer Nagash was a nice hustle player for the Nighthawks in the first half, like you said.
They're all hustling. But yes.
Pacheco's going to get the kind roll off the iron for the second one. 39-30 after Jesus Pacheco hits those Ed Morse Automotive Group drive free throws.
Jeremy Booker coming back in. I'm going to start calling him Baby Booker.
I'm sure he's going to hate that.
I know that Tristan Meyer probably hates that when I do that.
Tristan's a sophomore.
Yeah,
Jeremy's
he's
a junior.
Yeah, he's a junior.
Call him Junior Booker. There you go. Hey, look at me doing
Junior
it.
Booker. I like
3-point ball up and good. And I'll tell you, Carter Brown really keeping Ironwood Ridge in this game offensively.
Yeah, Ironwood Ridge is only 6 points down. I mean, they are fighting their way back into this thing. All effort from the Nighthawks so far.
Nelson over to Junior Booker. Junior Jeremy.
There's a little more movement without the ball there.
Kingston Clark can't get the shot he wanted. Gets it over to Nelson.
If you pick up your dribble and nobody's moving, you're going to turn the ball over.
Thomas Welker, good tough hands to try to finish. The ball got swatted, but no dice. Great hustle from Jeremy Booker as he steals the ball, but can't keep it alive. This is going back to the Nighthawks.
The Buena Colts, again, they're kind of looking at each other. They're not playing the game that they want to be playing right now. Only a 6-point lead. They'll figure it out. Coach Baker will figure it out, I assure you.
Ebenezer Nagash going to bring the ball up for the Nighthawks. Pass it. There is Baba. He's been a force defensively. Draws a lot of people to him. Ball's going to be kicked out. That's going to be one more time. Number 15, Carter Brown. Another three-pointer cuts this game to 3.
Well, it doesn't hurt when you're wide open out there. Buena's doing a lot of double teaming, and Carter Brown's being the guy left open. Not the guy you want to leave open.
No good from Nelson. This one's going to be out on Ironwood Ridge and staying with Buena as Claudia B in the chat says, let's go, boys, and good job, Jeremy Booker. Jeremy Jr.
3-point lead for Buena.
It's just been an offensive struggle for Buena in this quarter, Dave. They've only scored 8 points in the third quarter. And we're going to get an offensive foul on Kingston Clark.
That's going to be his 4th foul as well, so he's going to be going right back to the bench. Yep, and Sam Criado's coming right off the bench to get Kingston Clark out of there before he fouls out.
And here is the man they have to keep eyes on. I think that was a good move. I thought it was a double dribble. I couldn't see, but I'll tell you what. Carter Brown for Ironwood Ridge is taking this game over.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. It is a takeover right now, a corporate takeover by Carter Brown.
Claudia B in the chat says, rebound, gentlemen. They have the size to do it. Adam Nelson over to Julian Duran. 21 on the shot clock, 20 on the game clock. And that's going to be a timeout. from head coach Dennis Baker. And you can hear the electricity from the Ironwood Ridge Nighthawks. Dave, I think they felt the same way in the first half. They were lucky to be in it. And now you see the explosion of emotion as they are right there with the Colts.
Again, this is about the toughest environment that you can come into as far as basketball is going. Ironwood Ridge probably didn't like, I mean, you always think you're going to win the game, but they knew they were going to have a tough game tonight, and they have got to be thrilled right now to only be down 1 to the Colts.
Well, I'll tell you what, Dave, I would like to thank during this timeout the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty. Call them today at 717-599-2439 if you're in the market to buy or sell your home.
Also, a big shout out to ALLO Fiber, your new home team, internet, TV, and phone provider.
Yes.
Become a fiber fan. Go to allofiber.com. I will be calling them very shortly.
Todd right behind the camera. Todd, is ALLO Fiber going to provide portable internet for us? He's not listening. How can you listen to anything? We're right next to the Nighthawks, Dave, and they have not stopped cheering since that timeout.
Yeah, no, a lot of excitement on Ironwood Ridge's side right now. Buena, again, they don't want to let this one slip away.
Claudia V back in the chat says, tighten up Colts, and Dale Nichols says, ball deny Carter Brown and make the other guys do something. Isn't that your job? Aren't you supposed to?
What? No, I literally said that. They're double teaming, and he's the one that's getting left open. Behind that three-point line.
I'll be honest, I wasn't really paying attention. I wasn't really paying attention. What are you going to do? Sometimes when I can't hear you with the atmosphere, I just wait for you to stop talking.
And we don't even have a packed house tonight.
No, we do not. And this place is erupting here in Sierra Vista, Arizona. Welker gets it over.
There's some good movement without the ball for the Buena Colts.
6 seconds, 5 seconds. Sam Criado with the ball. They need to get a shot off. 1 second. Duran off the front rim. No dice. And the game clock and shot clock were gone. I don't think the refs blew the whistle in time. Should have heard the buzzer either way. Both teams hustling for that ball, and I'll tell you, I don't mind playing through the buzzer on that.
Herb Dean trying to get people killed again out there with those late whistles.
You were going to say something. I knew it. But that end of the third quarter, folks, is going to be brought to you by Barnett's Towing and Barnett's Propane, serving our community since 1963.
Also, thank you to Swaharo Air Solutions. They're an HVAC company in Sierra Vista. They also do duct cleanings. Go to SwaharoAirSolutions.com to find out about their duct cleaning specials. It's wintertime. I know you need it. Also, thank you to the SV Medical Group. Their doctors, nurses, and caregivers dedicated to getting you back to the community that you love. Go to svmedicalgroup.org or give them a call, 520-263-3500. There's a student. Working on it. A lot of offensive rebounds for an undersized team.
And there's Jeremy Booker with that one as they try to get that one to Carter Brown. And we're going to have a jump ball, and we're going to have a technical foul called on Jeremy Booker.
No, it's on Ironwood Ridge.
It's on Ironwood Ridge, like I said.
It's on number 23 for Ironwood Ridge. You got the roster.
And now you can't do that, chance coming from the crowd. We do have JC Claudio Ortiz in the chat says, keep up the intensity. Let's go, Sam. From your brother watching from the Bahamas. I want to be in the Bahamas. Actually, where else would you rather be? As it looks like our stream has gone down.
We're good.
Okay, thank goodness.
Yeah, the technical fouls on number 23, Jude Yanes. There was a little scuffle on the jump ball. Jude Yanes must have said something because the referee called that check pretty quickly.
Can I just say how proud I am of you, Dave? We have a kid named Jude, and you haven't seen once. Appreciate
hey,
that.
Jude, don't commit that tech. You just cost your team a possession.
Not to mention, Dave, you're not wrong about that. They had just got the jump ball. The team was going crazy. No need for that. And it is going to be Sam Criado.
So that's going to get Buena free throw and the ball.
Gets the technical free throw. I think technical fouls might be 2 free throws now.
Oh, fair enough.
I saw that in Cochise College. I wasn't sure about.
Yeah, it took 3 quarters for the student section to realize that we were in a basketball game, but they're alive now.
He's going to miss that one, but Buena will get the ball, as Dave mentioned, 40-38, 7:50 to go in this ball game for the Buena Colts.
Fourth quarter basketball. Haven't seen Jammin Booker or Kingston Clark off that bench yet. Coach Baker's going to wait till about the 5-minute mark to put them in.
Nelson's going to get the ball. He's going to get right around his guy. Good help defense. That's going to create some openings for everyone else. Criado, the first recipient of a pass. No, Duran, he's going to be denied as well. Adam Nelson, a great ball handler, great defender. Expect him to work something open for the Buena Colts. Somehow he gets it over to Thomas Welker.
Oh.
He's going to go ahead and pump fake, gets it out to Nelson. Wide open three. No good.
Just off the right side of the iron on that one for Nelson. He had an open look, but wasn't unable to convert. Still a 2-point game.
That's going to be Nagash bringing the ball back up for the Nighthawks. A chance to tie or take the lead. Great defense from Criado. Sam Criado. Looks like he was trying to get the timeout call, but they're going to get the jump ball. Possession arrow, I can't see it, is going somewhere.
Coach Baker not happy with the scuffling on the floor. It's just hard basketball, but.
No, he was calling a timeout the whole time, and he didn't get the officials didn't see it.
Buena getting the ball back with a 2-point lead, 7-13 here in the fourth.
The ball. Nelson.
Again, he's a calming force with the basketball.
I was going to say, very veteran, especially for someone who's only a junior. Speaking of juniors, here is Junior Booker. Gets that one over to Sam Criado. 22 on the shot clock. Criado's going to drive on the inside, looking for Jeremy Booker, and another turnover for these Buena Colts.
Yeah, again, they're looking at each other, trying to figure it out. Don't look. Stop blaming people and start playing basketball.
Well, 3 players for the Buena Colts with 4 fouls. And that's why the defense looks a little bit different. And that's going to be Criado with the steal. Can't finish, but Jeremy Booker with the putback.
Oh, he picked his pocket like he was in Atlantic City.
That's going to be Carter trying to come up. That's great defense. Ironwood Ridge going to throw the ball away. No, they're going to stay out on Buena.
But another block for the Sierra Vista Cooper flag over there, Mr. Welker. And 6. Thomas Welker.
Pacheco coming back into the ball game for the Buena Colts.
Pacheco's a monster on the boards. You saw Ironwood Ridge getting a lot of offensive rebounds with Pacheco on the bench.
Not this time. That's a good stop there from, again, Carter Brown, putting the Nighthawks on his back.
Carter Brown's exploded in this second half.
Here's Jesus Pacheco. Good move. Adam Nelson, open 3 ball again. Missed it to the right side. The offensive rebound's going to come out to the Buena Colts. Good fight on the inside.
Oh, good move.
Pacheco. Going to be called for a travel on that one. It's just not clicking at all times of the night here tonight for the Buena Colts, Jay.
Well, I mean, that's just basic stuff right there. You got to dribble before you take a step. Only Michael Jordan gets away with that. Well, back in the day. Now everybody gets away with that. But.
Yeah, I was going to say. That's good defense, and the Colts are going to turn it over one more time. Double team on Pacheco as he finds Criado out on the... From Thomas Welker, that's going to be Julian Duran. He's going to head fake.
Ooh.
Stop. 3 ball. Up and over the backboard. Oh, it's just not falling for the Colts. Last year, this was the Achilles heel for him, Dave. Sometimes it just went cold behind the 3-point line.
Well, again, you don't want to depend on those threes. But, again, we're about the 5-minute mark. You're going to see Clark and Booker come back in.
Great defense again. Full court press on. They're going to force the turnover. No, the ball gets through. That's going to be Babo who gets it in to Holtis. And Holtis ties this ball game up 42-42.
Ay. Come on, Buena.
Just over 5 minutes to play, and that is going to bring Jamin Booker with foul trouble, ready to go back in for Buena. A great pass to Pacheco. Welker's going to put it in. Are they going to get the foul call? That's going to be an and one opportunity for Thomas Welker.
He's been missing all of his free throws tonight. Welker needs to make this one.
He's due.
He needs to make this one.
And that is going to send Sam Criado to the bench. I'll tell you, I've been super impressed with point guard Sam Criado tonight, and Julian Duran hitting the bench as well.
Well, I don't know who this kid is in the student section, but he's over there saluting like Captain America. Let's see if Welker can make a free throw.
No, he can't. Can he follow his rebound? The ball's going to be deflected. It's going to be knocked around. And it is going to be one more time Carter Brown corralling things for the Ironwood Ridge Nighthawks. A good feed to the inside. Carter Brown, no, can't get that one to go. And Jesus Pacheco, like you said, Dave, a different story when he's in there to get the rebounds. Kingston Clark with the ball now. They're going to slow things down for Buena.
Yeah, we've approached that 5-minute mark, so expect to see Booker and Clark come off of that bench.
They are off the bench in the game. That one's going to be stolen. It's going to be Dabo. That's a good head fake. Can't get it to go. Does he make his own putback? No. Welker, Dabo again. And he's going to get Bada. Sorry, he's going to get that one to go. A tie ball game. And I'll tell you, Ironwood Ridge is pumped up.
Yeah, they are. I don't know how they snuck Booker and Clark into the game without me seeing. I must have dazed off.
I did call it as well. Kingston Clark and Jamin Booker.
Yep.
Take that three-point shot. Pacheco, Nelson, corner three. No, it's off. The rebound is on the ground. It's going to be tied up. It's going to be tied up. And we are going to have a jump ball. I do believe the possession arrow going back to the Nighthawks.
The referee standing right there didn't call it. They took the back ref to call the jump ball.
I'll tell you, I've been impressed with the back ref, though. He's been on it all night, so he's not allowing any shenanigans.
4-17. We have a tie game here in Buena. I did not see that. Like Stevie Wonder, I didn't see that coming.
You're not wrong about that, Dave. Tense moments here at Buena High School. We are in Colt country, but right now we are tied up, the Ironwood Ridge Nighthawks and the Buena Colts at 44-42. And it is going to be, great defense from the Buena Colts. And again, Jesus Pacheco with his.
So Buena's got the 5 players on the floor they want. Tie ball game.
Jesus Pacheco with the ball. He's going to try to drive on the inside, gets it over to Jamin Booker. He does have range. Jamin Booker, a step back three. Just misses that.
Not getting outside the free throw line, so Booker can.
We're going to have a timeout here from Ironwood Ridge, 44-44. 3:37 to play. The lid is on the basket for the Colts in the second half, and Ironwood Ridge taking full advantage.
This timeout brought to you by Ginger's Titles. They have written and road testing now available, located at 999 East Fry Boulevard, the one with the pink door. Go to gingerstitles.com.
And I would like to thank the Copper Queen Community Hospital. They provide the highest level of care to outpatients and home health patients of all ages. Give them a call at 520-432-6435.
Also, shout out to Grasshopper Landscaping, quality from the ground up, serving all of Cochise County. You can find Grasshopper Landscaping on Facebook. I didn't want such a suspenseful game to start our season, but here we go. And thank you to all the viewers that are joining us tonight for our first Buena Colt basketball game of the season on Cool FM Live. Do not forget we have a Cool FM Live sports page, and to smash that subscribe button on the YouTube channel. We got to get that YouTube channel popping so we stop getting Zuckerberg.
Folks, I'll be honest, I did not see this scoreline. Credit to Ironwood Ridge coming into Colt country and taking the fight to the Buena Colts. It's 44-44. Dave and I were both expecting this experienced, explosive Colt team to come out and put it on them, and to the credit they did.
The Buena Colts, 3:37. It is. I mean, again, it's tough to play tight defense when you have 4 fouls. We got to keep Booker and Clark on the court. So we're going to see how Buena runs this. I would actually switch to a zone right here to try to keep them out of foul trouble.
I don't think it's been a defensive problem here for the Colts, but I like how you worded that. Foul trouble. Let's try to keep the spark plug for the Ironwood Ridge Nighthawks goes right at the Colts, and that's going to be the Nighthawks' first lead of the ball game, 46-44.
That's exactly what I was talking about. Clark wasn't able to really press him because of those 4 fouls, and he took full advantage of that.
And Lilia Esquire back in our chat says, let's go Buena. Jamin Booker, he's going to have the ball. This is what you want. You want your best to have the ball in crunch time. Buena looking for anything right now, standing around, looking for an opening. Jesus Pacheco trying to get it to Booker. That one's going to be stolen by David Bada. Bada, Euro step, floater, no good. Jesus Pacheco, he's got to have 56 rebounds. Gets it over to Booker. Jamin Booker going up, no foul called. Good rebound offensively from Thomas Welker. He's going to have the baseline jumper, no. Gets it back inside. Adam Nelson with the ball now, and he's going to slow things down for the Buena Colts.
Oh, Nelson had an opportunity actually there. He had shook the defender. If he had taken that to the basket, he would have had to draw another defender and leave somebody open. But it's okay. Buena does have the ball back.
Jamin Booker, double team goes on him. Kingston Clark, good job corralling that pass. 16 seconds on the shot clock and counting. 2:22 on the game clock. Kingston Clark's going to try to drive in. Gets it over to Thomas Welker. Ball's going to be out, and that's going back to the Ironwood Ridge Nighthawks.
And, it is falling apart right now for the Colts. I don't like their body language. It's only a 2-point game.
Only a 2-point game, Dave. You can't take anyone lightly in athletics. Sometimes the game doesn't go the way you think it's going to go. Kingston Clark's going to be called for a foul.
Foul him out.
Against Carter Brown, and Kingston Clark now leaving the MVP of the preseason tournaments for the Buena Colts on the bench in crunch time with 2:10 left to play.
Nobody threatening the bonus right now. Only 2 fouls for the Nighthawks, 1 foul for the Colts.
Well, one of them was incredibly.
So, one of Buena's best hitting the pine. And that's going to be he's going to be subbed out by Sam Criado. So the Buena defense going to have to step up big right here. Only 2 minutes and 10 seconds left. Anything more than a 2-point lead is going to be a tough ask.
Here is Carter Brown, the MVP of the night for the Ironwood Ridge Nighthawks. Gets around Sam Criado, the 3-ball up and no good. Rebound going to Jamin Booker. He's going to get the ball out in transition to Welker. No, it's going to fall to Booker. Booker trying to make it happen all by himself. Ball's going to be knocked away. A lot of contact. I'm sure Booker not happy. He's had his jersey almost pulled off. Ironwood Ridge. It's going to be Taba for 3. No good. Rebound Jesus Pacheco. The outlet pass going all the way up to Criado. It's going to be Booker. Jamin Booker. No, can't get that to go. That's going to be over the back against Thomas Welker. And it looks like they're not going to call it a shooting foul.
No, they're going to call a foul on the Nighthawks. That ball is staying with Buena.
Yeah, that's what I said.
You said it over the back on Thomas Welker.
Well, they went over the back over Thomas Welker. Ball's going to be taken out underneath the basket for the Buena Colts. Not been the second half that the Buena Colts have wanted or expected.
No, only, 15 points in the second half for Buena.
Not even 13.
13, yeah.
And this is one of those things, Dave. They're in a shooting rut. How do you get yourself out of this slump as a basketball player? I'm sure you've experienced it multiple times. Is it just as easy as keep shooting? Are we looking for motion? What's the deal?
No, fundamentals. You have to move and create open shots. It's a lot easier to make the basketball when there's not a defender right in your face.
You're not wrong.
And Buena has got to better movement without the ball, create open shot. It's not just going to come out the penetration of the guards. They don't have the ball handlers that are going to get into the lane like that to draw defenders. They've got to use motion to create open.
Well, this timeout was brought to you by Synergy Home Care of Sierra Vista. And if you are a person that takes care of a loved one, you need a timeout. Synergy Home Care does provide respite care. Give them a call at 520-685-1035.
That was very clever.
The whole time you were talking, I was thinking about how I could correlate. I did hear what you said, though, and it's, again, moving without the ball. I think we see this with a lot of our Cochise County teams. When things aren't going their way, they have a tendency to stand around and wait for something to happen. And we talk about life lessons you learn from sports. In life and in basketball, you have to make things happen.
Well, again, the Ridge JV team right now. So Buena's body, another turnover pass, no good. Ironwood Ridge a chance to take a 2-possession lead, 4 points in this one with just over a minute to play. It's going to be Carter Brown on Adam Nelson. Nelson could provide defensive spark. He's going to drive to the inside, bumped by Jesus Pacheco. Pacheco with the defensive rebound rather, and he wants to go quickly. Pacheco, he's going to drive to the inside. He's going to be tripped, and that's going to be a foul. Ball still, no bonus. The ball's still going to be taken underneath the basket for the Colts. I mentioned there would be no bonus trouble. Well, that is the 4th foul for the Nighthawks. The next one will put Buena on the free throw line. So you don't want to give Buena bonus points if you're Ironwood Ridge right now.
Barbie Knight in the chat echoes your sentiment, says take easy shots. And as Dave was pointing out, you want to move off the ball and get those easy shots.
Another turnover. Gosh darn it, kid.
The Buena Colts are able to corral that pass. Jesus Pacheco is going to drive baseline. He's going up. He's going to be pumped, and it's going to be a jump ball. Great defense by Kyler Holtzes.
He's had a great game. But that's going to stay with Buena. Again, they're trying to do it one-on-one. There's 5 of you out there. Use each other.
Well, and what we see in the college game and the NBA game is just a step. Just a step is all you need. It doesn't have to be wide open. You just get your man on your back hip or whatever you would call it in basketball and try to drive to the basket.
This inbounds is going to go to Booker. Baba doesn't really like getting away from the basket, so Booker just extends to that corner 3-point area, and he should get the inbounds pass.
Not the best color man in the game for nothing, folks.
I don't know what the referees are discussing here. No, they're
talking.
They're going to change their inbounds play here. Moving Booker inside.
We know
There
Booker. They get the open look to Pacheco. Pacheco's going to be fouled on the inside. I'll tell you, Dave, I think that's a fortunate foul called against Ironwood Ridge. Pacheco, every time on the inside, when it goes up, you have 6 hands that are ready to swat that ball. Tough defense on the inside for Ironwood Ridge.
Yeah, all effort from the Nighthawks. Big free throws here for Pacheco. This is why we spend all summer shooting these, so we don't miss them in the big moments.
56 seconds to play. Jesus Pacheco up and good with the first one. And these free throws are brought to you by the Sierra Vista Sonic Drive-In. Wacky Pack Wednesdays. Meals are only $2.49 with no limit.
So Buena down 1. Again, big free throw from Pacheco. And it is loud in this gym.
He's going to make both of them. It's a tie ball game for the Colts. And Colts are going to go to a full court press defense. They have turned the ball over quite a lot against the Ironwood Ridge Nighthawks, but Nighthawks do bring this one up. Holtis is going to stop and pop a 3. That's no good. Ill-advised, especially, Dave, early on that shot clock. Adam Nelson now calming things down for the Colts.
Literally the first bad decision that young man has made all game. That was a weird shot selection. Defender on him in motion.
Jamin Booker on the inside is able to momentarily get away, gets it over to Adam Nelson, and they're going to reset. 15 seconds on the shot clock, 25 seconds on the game clock. It's coming down to it. Jesus Pacheco on the inside. He's going to try to force his way in. Ball's going to be tipped up. Ironwood Ridge is going to take it, but it's going to be Criado forcing the turnover. 15 seconds. Jesus Pacheco with the ball. 12 seconds, 10 seconds. Pacheco brings it up, and it's going to be a timeout. Great timeout from head coach Dennis Baker. I forgot those things even existed for a second.
Yeah, Dennis Baker wants to make sure that, again, we've had all summer to work on this, so they have a play drawn up right here. So let's see what Coach Baker decides to go with on this final play.
Well, that's the advantage of timeouts, Dave. You can always get the open shots. There's just too much court to defend, and there's too much traffic. You can work someone open. It's just about hitting the shot here for the Buena Colts.
This timeout brought to you by Big Mike at All Pro Pest Management, putting the boot on bugs for the last 15 years. Voted #1 in Cochise County by y'all. Y'all can find All Pro Pest Management on Facebook. Coach Wolf's in the house tonight, Mr. Wolf's in the house tonight. Coach Cole's in the house tonight. Mr. Wolf has not missed a Buena game in over 10 years.
Wow.
You know who that is? That's Channing's dad with the beard over there in the white shirt, sitting in the front row.
Oh, shout out Channing.
That's the Wolf man.
How about that?
He runs the auto club here at Buena. He's been doing it for a very long time. He taught Rachel how to work on cars, my daughter.
Needs to teach me. Anna Lilia Esquire in the chat says, come on, Jesus Pacheco. And Jesus Pacheco has been trying to take this game over. 2 big free throws, and we do hear Buena coach is saying, get to the rim.
Yes, if you got to finish it on the free throw line, then so be it. Whatever it takes to get one more point on that score.
0.9 seconds.
Watch for an entry pass into the high post here to Jamin Booker.
That's exactly what they want to get. They decide not to go with it. That's going to be Sam Criado. 7 seconds, 6 seconds. Jamin Booker. He's got the ball. He's got it open. 2, 1. They got to put it up. Criado. Good! Sam Criado for the Buena Colts. A starting point guard. The 3-ball good. 49-46. Oh my goodness.
That is not the shot you wanted, but the shot you'll take. What a shot!
The hosting Criado on his shoulders, Dave. To quote my favorite movie of all time, Lord, take me now. I've seen enough to know I have seen too much.
That's how we're going to start this basketball season?
That's how we're going to start
like
it.
That? Okay. Ironwood Ridge, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? He throws up a miracle heave with a half a second left and throws it off the backboard. Good game by the Nighthawks. Just slightly better game by the Buena Colts.
I'll tell you, Dave. Damon Booker, great composure there. You know he wanted to take the shot. It wasn't there. Got it out to Sam. And what a shot from Sam Criado. Are you not entertained?
Wow, that's how you start a season for the Buena Colts. And, I hope it's not that exciting every game. I hope there's a couple more blowouts. But the Buena Colts. What a shot by Sam Criado.
I'm a Kansas City Chiefs fan, Dave. I can't take any more heart attacks. He did.
Coach Baker
Dennis
said
Baker
he told us
said
about that.
He was talking to me about Sam Criado a lot in Kingston Court. And he said Sam Criado, he's like, watch out for him. He's new, but he's special. And I'll tell you, that kid put the team on his back. I think we did get through all of the sponsors. I do have one more to thank Big Mike at All Pro Pest Management. You can find them on Facebook at All Pro Pest Management.
Thank you to Todd Hammond for showing up behind the camera, making our lives easier. Thanks to Dan, the man with the graphics on the screen. Thanks to all you beautiful people out there in Cochise County supporting your Buena Colts.
Thank you to the Buena Colts, because that was an epic way to start our basketball season. 49-46. Colts take the victory. For Dave Davies, Todd Ryan, Dan Powers, I am Paul Corder. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you Friday, where these same Buena Colts host a quarterfinal playoff game.